On December 1, 2015, in Shizuoka Convention and Art Center Granship, Inter-Academia Asia Young Researchers Conference was held by Shizuoka University. Students of any universities in Asia presented their researches and exchanged their opinions each other.
The way they're arranging those things, and also the students, they are very friendly and they're just awesome. And it's a festival, researcher festivals, like they are helping us, and they are trying to motivate us, and they try to mix the cultures, researching cultures, and they try to minimize the distance between different countries, students, researchers through this program, especially young research program. So it's a mix-up of culture and researcher and exchange of students, etc. Different kind of things, and it's really amazing.
So we cannot actually identify the problem in frequency domain, but interesting thing is, if we bar the frequency being index, log to frequency being index of 220, then we can see that after first 10 IMF, the rate of change is decreased suddenly.
This is the mechanism of the particle fluctuation. The fluctuation was formed by HUVs adhering to the particle surface, like here. HUVs are forced by the acoustic radiation force, which needs primary and secondary reactance force. And HUVs moved with particles, and the fluctuation was formed.
This is the machine I used. This is the display where I set the specifications. Here I set I used 300 RPM as well as. And this is the disc. You can see, actually this is the disc, and this is the wire. This is the disc as well as this is the wire. Where disc and wires rotate opposite to each other, and this is the wire. Actually, this is the mechanism taking place inside the wires. When we start the machines, the wire rotates as well as the ball presses the powders into nanoparticles.
Solution A is only organic liquid, and solution B is mixture of organic liquid and 58% chromium carbide powders. Point 1 shows a higher chromium iron rate as well as carbon content than that at point 2. This figure is Jutene permission experiment apparatus. Jutene was introduced one-sided. Sample was heated with temperature range of 500 to 700 degrees Celsius.
The blast can infect the body at the pedicle, leaves, nodes, and also color blast. All these symptoms will show when the plant is susceptible to the blast fungus.
This table shows the result of soil chemical analysis. It was found that the soil PS and EC of both Granship and Onkalak soil series under the fertilization treatment were higher than those of the control.
The result from this approach show only the encapsulation efficiency. You can see the T type of chitosan. Chitosan T timing oligomer chitosan and Korean chitosan have a high efficiency from 5 to 1.
And this is the qPCR process. In this the HPLC process. We isolate the RNA from leaf and from seed, and then we change to cDNA, and then we run qPCR.
My full name is Hằng Tạ Thị Thu Hằng. Yep, in English it means moon. The girl live in the moon. Yeah. Actually, I am very grateful for the symposium because it is an opportunity not only for me but for other friends in other countries come here, widen the knowledge of cultures and the customs, and it is also an opportunity for us to improve our skill and share the knowledge each other. Japanese, I have only one word to talk about Japanese. It is very great, fantastic. At the very first moment I come here, I feel very safe in your countries, and I hope that in the future I will have a lot of opportunities to visit your countries more. And if I have a scholarship of doctor degree to come here and study here, experience my life here, it is really wonderful.
You can see on the slide, the first pie chart is transitivities patterns in English songs. And you can see here, material play the most important roles with the percent of 36.8%. And at the second rank is relational with 32.8%, and the other position, respectively mental, verbal, behavioral, and agitational. So what is the difference in the pie chart, the second pie chart in Vietnamese song?
In Japanese, 私はご飯を食べます but we can also say just ご飯を食べます without the 私 and even if we say ご飯を食べます the sentence won't lose its meaning. It's still I eat rice. For Indonesian, there is no ellipsis, especially for a subject, because pronouncing the subject in Indonesia is a must. If we don't do it, we cannot understand the meaning of the sentence.
There is no mention of territorial controversies at all in world history and Japanese history textbooks. It is preferable that students are able to know about territorial controversy through geography textbooks.
Motivation is key factor of language learning. Biggest representatives of motivation study they are Dorney and Garner. There are a lot of motivation research works in Mongolia.
Disaster moral education raises awareness of disaster prevention. The class provides a dilemma, and students try to think deeply through discussion and listening to other opinions. Students felt the importance of disaster prevention and think what can be done before the disaster, and also think what they can do in times of disaster.
I am Ekramul Hamid from Ranchi University, Bangladesh. My background is actually computer science, and Japan is actually not new to me because I studied here from 2003 to 2007. And then I also visited Shizuoka University several times. I was chair in Science 2 session. That is, there were 3 presentations on general science and agricultural field. The presentations were, yes, very nice, very informative, very intelligent presentations were there. And they did very well research, the students in Shizuoka University. And actually I impressed about that. Thank you very much for inviting me in this Inter-Academia Asia conference. And I hope with this conference some good results will come, and we are able to make collaborative works between the different universities in Asia, and that gives a good nation, good result to all. And thank you very much.